tell me the way in which you're moving. How do you manage time between your business and Unnati?
So as a joke, I tell, I look after his business, which is Unnati. He looks after my business.
Very good. Brilliant answer. Wonderful. How do you look at Unnati in the next 5 years?
So, very important question. And this is a wishful thinking from my side. We all read various success stories, various, big things, tickets happen and all that. And everybody goes through a struggle, and there's something which happens, and then the inflection. There's always a godfather or somebody there. Always.
Yeah.
I look at Unnati very closely connected with the midday meal scheme of the midday meal scheme.
Midday meal scheme. Okay.
Kamarajar started in.
Yes. Yeah.
If you had asked him, he said it will give food to the children.
Yeah.
Right? Hungry children.
Yeah.
They will get food, give them food in the school.
Yeah.
His vision, we don't know, but what has happened is they started attending school.
Yeah.
Parents could go for work, earn money. So many things happened.
Yeah.
Next and Unnati is about employability for the youth.
Employability for the youth.
So it is as powerful as a midday meal scheme for a school child. Unnati is required by every college youth. Value systems. Where is value systems spoken in the country today? Only in ashrams, in churches, in masjids, all these places, right? You don't have value systems being spoken in the family by elders, grandparents, through tradition, how we learned culture, that is dissipating. It is totally missing in the lower income groups.
So it's only survival. I mean, that's the only thing that's happening.
Absolutely.
And you can't blame them, I guess.
And you never blame anybody. Circumstances never in our hands. So the idea is, can we give them value systems, communication, lifelong learning, these 3-4 pillars of strength to these youth?
I must ask you a question at this point of time. Okay, now, when you say that you want to give them value systems, it should not be perceived by them that these guys are talking down to us. How do you manage that?
So we say values can never be taught. It cannot be taught. Because that is what everybody does. In the sense,
correct.
You must be honest. So I ask the children, should you be honest? Yes, sir. Should you be caring, sharing? Yes, sir. Should you be committed? Yes, sir. Should you be responsible? Yes, sir. So you know everything.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So you're stating the obvious.
So Unnati is not about knowing it. Unnati is about practicing it. Unnati is making you, how do I empower you to practice it? I will give you a very small example, which I give very often. It's a very powerful thing which happens in 1 hour, in a class of 1 hour, maybe 45 minutes, right? 40 minutes.
Yeah.
We will do it in 1.5 minutes, right? You eat every day rice. You have a plate of rice on your table, right? What if I ask you, what is the cost of that plate of rice on the table? The obvious answer is 50 rupees, 100 rupees, 80 rupees. Then I ask them, how did this plate of rice come to you? Then we start using the board. So he will say, initially, slowly they will start off, farmer, seed, manure, fertilizer, water, one by one.
Yeah.
Then we transport. In transport, what? Bullock cart, truck, railway, all that. Then we say, okay, let's pick up one thing. You said truck. In that truck, let us pick up the tire part. How does this tire happen? Steel, rubber, man, all those aspects will come in, right? So what are we talking about? We started off talking about the plate of rice and
Right.
the plate
Right.
of.
Right.
We picked up some things in that transport, in that truck, in that one,
So you drill down there. Yeah.
to one tire.
Mm.
We have been writing this.
Mm.
We look at every aspect of it. How this plate of rice came to you. You will realize that there are lakhs of people who are working to bring this.
Correct.
Right? Now, after discussing this whole thing, you ask the youth, please tell me the value of this plate of rice.
Mhm.
Not one will tell 50 or 80. They will say it is priceless.
Say that again.
They will say it is priceless, invaluable.
Invaluable. So what is the price of
Because-
rice? They'll say it's invaluable because now they've seen the complete picture.
So many people
Right.
work,
All the connected stuff,
right?
all the scene, the things behind the scenes
Correct.
kind of stuff. Brilliant.
Now, they will never waste a morsel of rice. Now take this and take it to the next level. When you talk about the country's resources of water,
Yeah.
air pollution,
Yeah.
taking an office, taking a pencil, using a paper in an office, every aspect, the same philosophy applies.
Yeah.
So it is about optimum utilization
Right.
of material.
Right.
So you have made them realize that this is the importance of everything on your table, right? They will change. They will not use it the way they used to do it. That's the power of the whole lesson. So you cannot teach them value. You have to make them realize,
Yeah.
create that realization in them, which will make them look at it differently. And once you have made them look at it differently, they will not change.
So, okay. So I'm going to ask you this question now. Okay. I mean, even as I was hearing, if I was a small guy, students from one of those things, it would have been really mesmerizing because you speak with so much passion, so much conviction, and so much of empathy. I mean, there is the sincerity that you bring to the table, all of it. It's not, you're not giving me a lecture. No, you're making me understand that you actually feel for me, you understand where I'm coming from. And most important, I can feel that you're caring for me.
Absolutely.
Right? So